First, go ahead and raise your hand with questions for Armando, please.
Didn't Coach Williams go first? Yeah. He used to, I thought, right? Why y'all switch it?
Andrew Jones, go ahead.
Armando, what do you think you guys gained from a game, a very competitive game tonight that maybe some people thought coming in might not be so competitive, but kind of gets you guys in that mid-season mindset where the way the games are in league play so often?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have asked for any type of different turnout. I mean, I feel like today we grew a lot as a team. We made a lot of mistakes on the defensive end, and that's something that we can grow on in practice and just learn from. I mean, it was just good just to be in a dogfight early in the season. That way, later on towards in the season, we'll kind of have some experience in those type of situations.
What were some of those problems defensively?
I mean, it was just one-on-one. I mean, number one was taking us, 31. He had a really good game, and also Wojcik. I mean, we knew coming in Wojcik, he would take it personal. Just him, his dad being a former UNC coach, and we knew he'd be fired up. I mean, he came out in the first half and killed, but I feel like we did a pretty good job on him in the second half, though.
Thank you.
Michael Coe.
Hey, Armando, how hard is it as a defense to not just, get totally down on yourself and pessimistic when it seems like Brown is hitting every shot they take?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, it was times during the game I'm like, when are they gonna miss a shot? I mean, towards the middle of the second half, it just started to get nitty gritty, and I mean, it was just a street fight at that point. So we just had to, go out there and just a more physical team who wanted more just won. But I will say though, we did learn a lot from them today.
Thank you.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Armando, it seemed that you were able to get a lot of easy shots on early on in the game in the first half, and then also early in the second half. But really, it looked like RJ Davis was able to kind of take over from the perimeter towards the end, hitting those timely threes. So what kind of comfort is it, in your opinion, to be able to have such a good game as you did, and then also let him take over down the stretch in such a high-scoring and tightly contested game?
Yeah, well, I mean, RJ obviously caught fire in the second half. He didn't really like the way he played last game, so I mean, I talked to him. We both talked, and we both know we wanted to come out and like kind of put on a big game for the team, just in order for us to win. I mean, just in the second half, they started double teaming me, so it was a lot of easy kickouts and just moving the ball around and just finding open shooting. I mean, we found RJ a lot in the second half, and he made some huge shots that propelled us to the win.
Isaac Shade.
Yeah, Mondo, just building off of that a little bit, we've had 2 games, and in each game there's been 2 20-point scorers, but it's been 4 different people. Like you said, you and RJ tonight, Brady and Caleb on Tuesday. What does it say about the team that anyone can pop off on a given night?
I mean, yeah, offensively, I mean, we're a great offensive team. I mean, I think when we really reach our ceiling is when we learn to be a very good defensive team. I mean, Dawson hasn't even put together a big-time game like he can do. I mean, he can score 25 any night, Kerwin too. So, I mean, I feel like it just speaks volume on us as just an offensive powerhouse, but we got to get better on the defensive end.
Lucas, go ahead.
Armando, what was the energy from the crowd like down on the court for you guys? It was really loud as it got down the stretch. How did that feel? Having the crowd be there and be such a big presence for the first time in so long.
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, it was vintage Carolina, just all the fans into it. And, I mean, they started going crazy in the end of the second half, and it gave us all a boost when we get a stop. And, I mean, it got so loud at one point, the referees couldn't even hear the player right beside them calling a timeout. So, good job, fans. But they definitely gave us the advantage today.
Okay, Gregory Hall, last one for Armando.
Armando, RJ was throwing finger guns at the bench. He put up the 3-point goggles. Did you know he kind of had that in him? I mean, obviously career high, but he seemed to go nuclear there at the end. He was the only Tar Heel to score a basket in the last 7 minutes there.
Yeah, I mean, RJ, he's been filling it up since the beginning of our summer practices. And, I mean, even last year, he showed flashes of scoring the ball. I mean, RJ, that's what he do. He puts the ball in the hoop. So, I mean, having a guard like him is a huge advantage. And once he's all said and done in Carolina, I'd expect him to be up there in just the all-time averages because he can really score the ball.
All right, thanks, Mondo. Everybody sit tight.